Good evening, beautiful souls. Happy Saturday, and thank you for joining us for our fourth episode, all about light energy. My name is Stephanie, and
Hi, this is Abira.
we're so glad to be with you this evening to speak to you about our fourth episode, which is going to tell you all about light energy and what light energy means. Light energy is basically energy from source, energy from the divine, energy from God, energy from the universe, whether you like to say God or you want to say the divine or source or universe, however you call it. Light energy is that beautiful light source that comes from the divine to bring joy and happiness into our lives. What I mean by that is when we are connected to the light energy of source, everything in our lives seems to flow. At that point, when you're connected to the light energy of source, your vibratory state is in a higher elevation. And basically what I mean by that, which I think Abra and myself have touched on this briefly in other episodes, but we'll explain it more briefly in this episode. What I mean by that is when you're in a lower vibrational state, you're not always connected to the light energy of source. Light energy is always with us, always around us, and always a part of our everyday lives, but we may not always be as tapped into it if we're in a lower frequency. An example of being in a lower frequency would be maybe having an argument with a coworker at work. An example of being connected to more of a light energy of source would be maybe seeing your coworker is having a bad day and going to your local Dunkin' Donuts or your local Starbucks and picking them up a cup of their favorite coffee. Some examples we'd like to get into today about light energy and how you can use light energy to help you in your everyday life is a white light meditation. The white light meditation basically is sitting or standing or lying down or sitting in your favorite chair and bringing the divine white light down from source. You would sit or lie down, close your eyes, and picture maybe about 5 or 7 feet above your head, picture the heavens opening up and seeing the most beautiful white, bright, sparkly light that you have ever seen. Picture that light engulfing your being. Picture the sparkle within that light engulfing your being from head to toe, even beneath your feet and going into Mother Earth. When you do this, basically this white light is a shield for your energy field. When we go about our day, there are many things around us that are affecting us that we don't even know. Maybe there's a train ride that we take to work where there's a woman arguing with someone on the phone. Or maybe there is someone you meet on the street that takes your parking space. Or just there's many things little things that we may not even notice that when we go beyond our day, those things are lower frequencies, and those small lower frequency things can attach to our energy field. We may not notice that we pick it up, but usually, more often than not, we do. And maybe that's why we don't realize that maybe by the end of the day we feel tired, we feel drained. We're not in the best of moods, even though we woke up this morning having a great day. And then all of a sudden by, 6, 7 o'clock, you're not in the greatest of moods and you wonder why. And then you remember, okay, well, maybe this morning there was the lady on the train that maybe gave me a little bit of an attitude. Or there was the person who stole my parking space. And it was kind of an unraveling of a lower energy from there on out. So this is why we'd like to explain to you how to do the white light meditation. Abra and I recommend that you do a short, could be couple minutes, white light meditation in the morning, first thing when you get up. You want to protect your energy field. You want to close your eyes, as I said. You want to picture the heavens opening up, the white light coming down upon your being, going to your feet, beneath your feet, into Mother Earth, and having that white light basically twirl around you. We'd recommend that you do this meditation with the white light for at least 3 minutes. Then you want to make sure that you picture a golden light that is going to go around the perimeter of the white light, so that way it seals the white light around your energy field, so that way when you're going about your day, anything that's going to be in a low vibratory state is then going to bounce off your energy field. And another thing that you could do to close out this meditation is say a quick prayer to the divine or source, and basically say that God and source and the universe is always there for me and is always protecting me. And when I'm surrounded by the white light, no negative energy or entities or negative people or instances can come into my energy field and affect it. And then you would say, and so it be. So that way you're giving that up to the universe, basically saying to the universe, okay, I'm surrounded by this white light, and then I am protected. Another thing that Abra is going to go into next to speak to you guys about is the chakras. The 7 chakras are basically the 7 points of our invisible energy field. And these 7 points can also be helped by the white light meditation, because when you do that white light meditation, your 7 chakras will be cleared and balanced. So that way you can go about your day in a much simpler and happier way. And now Abra is going to explain to you the 7 chakras, basically what they are, and how they affect us as humans.
Hi, Stephanie. Yeah, so I just wanted to go a little bit on the chakras because, that's actually, it's more like how our thoughts control our energy, how the energy within our body, affects the well-being of our own well-being. So it's very important that, we know about the chakras and we know how every little thing or every little fear that we have in different aspects of our life, they imbalance our chakras, and that in return, that affects us physically in many ways. So basically what chakras are, they are basically energy centers within our body, and our thoughts control the energy flow within and around us, and whatever we think and how we feel, experiences, that's how these chakras are operating, and our thinking habits are the most important things which kind of affect the movement of these chakras and how pure they are, their balance and their clarity. So it's very important that we keep our chakras away from negative energies. We only, focus on positivity for each chakra. And so any fear-related thought regarding any any matter. So let me go into a little bit of detail about each chakras. So the first chakra, which is like the root chakra, which is at the base of our spine. So that's basically more about our survival and our concerns related to money and the basic material things, like our day-to-day, like if we are worried about those things. So what happens is that the chakra gets dirty, and it's not rotating in the right manner. And just so all the chakras, they rotate in a clockwise manner, and the chakras in the lower, the first three, actually they are more on the material side, so more earthly things that we worry about, or related to those things. And the ones starting from the heart chakra are mainly about spirituality. And those are not, they don't spin as low as the lower ones. But then again, it depends how clear they are, how the energy flow is between our body and the outside world. That determines the rotation of the chakras. And so the first one, I just talked about the root chakra. And the second one, which is about 3 to 4 inches below the solar plexus, it's below the navel. It's about our physical desires and appetites and addiction. So, if we have any worries about those things, then, then that chakra is going to go dirty, and we'll have problems like physical problems in that area. We'll have back pains in that area, and the color of that chakra is orange. So it's very important that we don't have any fear related to any how our physical appearance, or we shouldn't have any food addictions, any fear, any obsessions we have related to fear, that is controlled by that particular chakra. And so it's very important we give away any worries or stress or concerns, anything about our bodies, basically, if it's bothering us. Because or else, what that chakra will do is going to really make us feel tired and fatigued. And so that's one of the very important chakras for us. And the next one is the solar plexus, which is actually it's like a sun, and it's right at the stomach center, right behind the navel, actually. And that spins at a little faster rate than the other two. And it's all about, this chakra is actually all about power, control. And so if you have any issue of the fear of being, or if you a power fear is going on, or if you want to be a powerful person, or if you have fear of authority figures, if you're obsessed with power, and if you're having control issues, fear is that you want to control someone, that someone is not listening to you. So these are all regulated by this particular chakra, which is the solar plexus. And then this chakra will not be able to work in the right way, and then you will have problems, stomach problems, a lot of problems in your solar plexus area. So the next chakra after this is, which actually starts more our spirituality, is the main one, is the heart chakra. It's the fourth major chakra, and it's located at the heart center, and it represents, like I said, the beginning of our spiritual stuff, and it's kind of spins like at a medium fast pace, and it's a beautiful, beautiful shade of green, and it's our sense of love and light. So that's where we connect, to our spiritual, to God, and it's our love center. So if we have any relationship issues, if we have any people attachment issues, if we have any forgiveness issues, that chakra is going to be affected immensely, in a negative way. So it's very important that we don't have any hard feelings in our hearts. We don't we don't block our heart, because what I have seen that, a lot of people do, because when they go through a lot of heartache or, a lot of issues in the past, they block their heart and they're not ready to open it. But what happens is then their heart chakra is totally blocked, and that kind of stops their spirituality too, because this is where we feel our clear sensations, the feeling, the clear feeling we have, especially if you're a spiritual person, that's how we get all the feelings on the divine, So it's very important that our heart chakra is very nice and clear, and it's balanced perfectly. It's the central component in the development of our intuitive power, and so it's like at the seat of everything. So you gotta focus on that one together with the other chakras. And the next one going up is the throat chakra. It's the fifth major chakra, and so its color is actually a light blue, and it's associated with our communication skills, speaking the truth, and anything creativity. So if you have any fears related to communications, or you're not able to speak your truth, you're holding on to something that you want to speak up, then these are creating blocks in your throat chakra, and that's not allowing you in your creative stuff. It's you're not able to express yourself. So it's very, very important that we don't hold on to anything which we want to say. We should always say, we should always speak the truth and not worry about others or what others are thinking, because there are these thoughts or these things that we want to say. It's for a reason. So this chakra needs to be also, very balanced and clear, so that it's always a light blue color and it's rotating clockwise. And the next one we have are the ear chakras. They are actually right above our ears, and they help us with our clear audience, which is clear hearing, and which is basically the divine communication. Any messages that we hear, if we want to channel God, when we are not open to hear these, that's when we block our clear audience. Also, if something happened in the past, like any abusive words that we have heard, if we hold on to those kind of block these chakras too. So it's very importantly, again, we don't hold on to anything, any hurtful, abusive words we've heard in the past. We just let go, forgive, let go, and clear these chakras, So we allow our clear audience to grow more, and we allow ourselves to hear. We can hear the angels. We can be a clear channel. So that's one of the very important chakras for our spirituality too. Then we have the third eye, which is one of the very, very important chakras, and it has a dark blue color. But a lot of people have a lot of fear in that area. They don't want to see. They don't want to open their third eye, and it's about their beliefs. Sometimes it's their past too. It's something that they have been frightened about when maybe they were kids. Maybe they have seen something and they don't want to see it. So it's I have seen during my many readings that when I go through the chakras, I scan the chakras. The third eye is totally. I get the vision that person doesn't want to open their third eye. It's like they are so scared to see what they're seeing. And there's nothing wrong in what they're seeing, because it's beautiful. Our third eye, which is also called the ajna, it's actually really the eye of our higher self. And what it does is actually records everything that we are seeing or we are thinking. And that's what it's played when we make our transition to the other side. That's what it's played on the other side, and we see everything as a movie. So we need to open that third eye so we can see everything clearly. And it's when we meditate, if we really focus, it's actually like it's really like an eye sitting right there, and then we just need to try to open it and remove all the fear, and then we can see so much. That's where our clairvoyance is, the clear seeing. And finally, the main chakra is at the top of our head, which is the crown chakra, and it's purple. So that's where it's our divine connection with really with God, spirituality. It's our divine guidance, everything. So that's our main connection. And if any of these, we have any doubts about any of these, like any angry energy we have towards our Creator, or if we have any doubts about spirituality, if we have any negative experience about any religion or unforgiveness or divine guidance, any doubts on those areas, then we block the crown chakra. And so it's very important that we remove all those fears too, and so that our crown chakra can be really clear. And when it's clear, it's so beautiful, and it's purple, and it has sparkles of like diamond white light in it, and it just helps the divine guidance flow through you, and also like Stephanie was saying, the white light, and that's where the white light flows through. Like when you do the meditation, you just see your crown chakra opening, and you just tap into the white light through your crown, and you just let it flow through all your body, all through your chakras, and you just imagine that it's going through each chakra, and it's balancing each of your chakras, and then it's the most wonderful healing, the white light of when you feel the white light of the Holy Spirit. And so these are basically mainly the main chakras that what we focus on when we talk about chakras. But actually, there are many chakras in all over our bodies. But these are the main ones that we need to focus on, that we need to clear them. And as long as we remove all these fears and worries related to all these aspects of our life, our chakras will look much better. And when I do my healing, I can clearly see the colors, and I can also feel the energy around each chakra, and that's how I know that the chakra is in balance. That's how I go and clear the chakra. So a good way to meditate would be to just go into your each chakra and feel what you feel. If it's feeling heavy, or if it feels very light and good, then you're doing good there. And if it doesn't, then you just pray to the angels that help me clear that chakra. And you'll be surprised how soon that your chakra will be cleared. And make sure you give permission to the angels to help you clear that also, because they need your permission to clear the chakras. So this was basically just in a about each chakra, but there is so much more to talk about. But if you just have a basic understanding, it will help you in a very big way. You can heal your life in so many ways just by knowing how these chakras work, and how important role we play, our thoughts play in balancing these chakras. So our thoughts are basically everything, because they have these energies associated with it. So very, very important that we keep our thoughts at a very high level, very high vibration, and then we don't have to really worry about anything.
And
so
one more thing I'd like to just add quickly for the listeners about how to use the white light protection meditation. Some other things that we'd like to recommend is always before you're getting in a car or on a train or on a plane or any kind of moving vehicle, motorcycle, Vespa, for any of our listeners over in Italy that may have one of those little motorbikes. You guys use it more than us in the States here, but for any moving vehicle, we always recommend to always make sure that you shield yourself and your chakras within the white light before you're getting in a car, as I said, on a plane, Vespa, motorcycle, to make sure that the divine, the angels, and the universe is shielding you with white light and protecting you on your travels, so that you and your family and people that are with you will get to your destination safely. And another quick meditation I'd like to give you guys is about the third eye. Abra had went over with you guys basically about the third eye chakra, so I'm just going to do a quick meditation for you guys on how to open the third eye chakra. As I said before, you could either choose to sit, lie down, or whatever you feel most comfortable with. You're going to close your eyes, and you're going to picture 10 steps, and each time that you step on them, they're going to light up like a bright white light. So kind of like maybe a little musical piano every time you step on it. So it's going to be step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9, step 10. When you get to step 10, you're going to see a door. That door is going to be a white door with a beautiful purple light is going to be between the door and the wall. You're going to see a bright purple light kind of coming out from the room. You're going to open that door, but you realize you can't open that door without a key. You need to find a key. It's going to be within your meditation and your imagination where you're going to find that special key to open up that special door. Maybe you'll find the key under the welcome mat, or maybe you'll find the key on top of the ledge of the door. Wherever your intuition guides you is where your key is going to be. Once you find that key, it's going to be an old antique key. The ones with the long end with the kind of the pointed square towards the bottom. You're going to take that key, you're going to put it in the keyhole, and you're going to open that door. And that door is going to be filled with beautiful, beautiful purple light. When you walk in, you're going to be immersed in that purple light, and you're going to see basically like a white kind of projector screen. And to the side, you're going to see a window. And you're going to see a boarded up window. And you're going to realize that when you look through that boarded up window, it looks like there's something behind it. Behind it is going to be basically a poster of you. Poster of you and your eyes. But you realize that when you sort of look through with a little bit of a crack in the boarded up window, that you can see out that small crack through your universe. See your family, your friends, your coworkers. Kind of see your life unfolding in front of you. But you realize that you need to open that eye and take down those borders so you can see with your third eye. Open that chakra. Let everything be clear so you can see and hear what is best for you to make your life more meaningful. So to continue on with this meditation, you need to do what works for you in order to get those boards down, in order to open the third eye and open that chakra. And the other thing that you're going to do is next to it, you're going to see a white, as I said, like a projector screen. You need to find a way in order to turn on that projector screen to make sure that your third eye is open and clear for channeling. So it is up to you to finish this meditation, to open your third eye chakra, to make sure that your third eye is the clearest that it can be, so you can see the best life for you in order to see things clearly and hear things clearly and know what is best for you, the good of all people, and the best for your higher self. After you spend time in that room, opening your third eye, turning on your projector screen to basically see what's best for you in your life, what's not best for you in your life, to basically see sort of on a movie screen what may not be working for you in your life that may be keeping your third eye a little bit closed off. So that's going to be your special room to go to work on yourself, work on your chakras, work on opening your third eye. So your third eye can guide you to be the best person that you can be. When you're ending this meditation, you need to make sure that you close the door, lock it with the key, put the key back in the special place where you found it, and then walk back each individual step till you get to the bottom of the stairs where you started. Once you get to the bottom of the stairs, you're going to open your eyes. And then you're going to continue on your day, or you're going to go to sleep. As you go to sleep, your third eye chakra is going to be opening. As you start your day, you're going to see little things may start happening that may have not happened yesterday, because now your third eye chakra is starting to open and you're going to be a lot clearer. I'd love to hear some information from you guys, basically how, you take the guidance of my meditation. Basically, you don't have to go by it word for word. You want to make it your own, because it's going to be a meditation for you that's going to be opening your third eye. It's going to be what's best for you. So definitely feel that you could tweak it a little. You don't need to go by word for word of my meditation. It's just basically kind of a guideline. And then you obviously want to see where that meditation is going to take you to open up your third eye chakra and make it a little clearer. And also, another thing you could do to close out the meditation to also make sure that not only your third eye chakra is balanced, but the other 6, you want to do the white light meditation just to make sure that all your chakras are clear and not just your third eye. And Abra, before we close for tonight, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, pretty much just to, as long as we keep our thoughts from a place of love and light, we keep our energy also very at a high vibration about everything. So, that helps with our chakras and balancing our chakras and our energy level, and it's going to help us. And spirituality too, it's going to help us immensely. We can feel things about ourselves, we'll be able to, read others too. It's going to help us in our spiritual growth in so many ways. So it's a very powerful thing to keep our chakras, our energies at a very high, in balance.
Yes, and if you could continue, Abra, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to just thank everyone for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening. And please follow us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/healingsisters. At some point this week or next week, before or after next week's episode, we're going to be doing some live readings. And it's actually going to be on a little bit of a different platform than Spreaker, but you guys are going to be able to either phone in, or you guys are going to be able to video chat with both Abra and myself to make the live readings a little bit more streamlined than the way we did it the week before last on the Facebook page. So if any of you guys are interested in, getting a reading when we're going to be doing the live ones at some point this week, definitely shoot us a message on Facebook so that we can go ahead and sign you up, and you could be in the group for the live readings. Again, thanks for listening, and everybody have a blessed Memorial Day weekend. Thank you.